You're raving with RWR. Fabulous songwriters from Belgium and beyond, the lowlands, the highlands, and far across the pond. On Instagram and Facebook too, you can follow, like, and share. Please hit subscribe and join the tribe from the comfort of your chair. You're raving with RWR. All right, here we are. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from in the world of YouTube. Great to have you here, Raving with RWR, episode number 109. Hopefully loud and clear in YouTube world. Great to have you here. This is my little show dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond, a little interview series. And tonight's guest is Marijke Jordens, a Belgian friend of mine. We're going to have a chat with her momentarily, and some live chatters coming in already. I'll give you guys a shout out in just a minute. As I said, it's great to have you here, folks, on this December 18th, 2024. In case you're watching from the future, welcome one and all. We are almost at, would you believe, 3,000 subscribers, folks. We're only about 60 people away, 60 lovely souls. I know you're out there. I know you're going to hit that subscribe button and push me across that little hump, and then we'll have 3,000. What a way to end 2024 with 3,000 subscribers on the channel. And we just also passed 500,000 views in total on the channel. So I'm absolutely thrilled with that. And so many great subscribers, so many great people in the community. And I will, as I said, some of them are in the live chat. You're welcome to join us in the live chat, or just hang out there, chill out, lay back, and enjoy the show as you wish. Otherwise, come and say hello to us. Always great chatters in the community, like the lady herself there. I see her name on screen. There she is. Hi, everybody. Lovely seeing you here, she says. That's from the lady herself. That's from Marijke. So, yeah, that's really cool. 2,940 subscribers, folks. And give the old video a thumbs up there while you're on screen. Just give it a little click, and that lets YouTube know we are doing good stuff over here. So I have a few announcements for you before we get into tonight's show. So bear with me if you would. You can, as I said, there is a PayPal link if you want to drop a couple of shekels in to support the show, and to PayPal. In the information section below, you'll find that. Of course, you'll find all the links to Marijke and her work as well, and links to what I'm doing. So you can also, if you'd like to become a channel member, you can also, of course, do that. There's at least one channel member in the chat there I see tonight, maybe two. Thank you very much. For $4.99 a month, folks, you can become a channel member, and it's a bit like Patreon. It just helps me do what I'm doing here. Like I said, never expected, always appreciated, and thanks to the people who are already channel members. It is very much appreciated. It really is. If you're with us last Monday, I run a show on Monday nights. That's every Monday, called The Songwriter Show, where I get to play back videos of great singer-songwriters. We had the last one of season 2 last Monday, and if you were here, thank you very, very much for that. We'll start again sometime in January, hopefully, with season 3. But I do have a very special show next Monday. We are going to do this Christmas special songwriter show. So I will be looking like that. I will be wearing that silly hat and shirt. And so come and check me out in all my glory. And I might be even having a drop of something as well. You know, Christmas spirit and all that stuff. And that will be on Monday night at 8 o'clock Central European time. That's 7 for you watching in Ireland and the UK. Always a fun show. I have songs on that. We have a couple of world premieres actually coming out. Raven Jack is going to have a world premiere on that show, as is all going to plan, as is Tristan the Pow. We'll have songs from Linda. Who else is playing? Phil Hogg is going to be doing a song. Phil is in the chat. There'll be Linda Cullen, Sophie Yana, Martin Pretorius, and lots more of wonderful singer-songwriters performing songs they wrote generally, and a couple of traditional things in between. It's going to be a great one. So hopefully you can join us for that. Please do. Of course, if you were last night, I started my songwriter show. I have a songwriter showcase over at the Come Together Cafe in Ghent, and we're building that up now. We're going to do it on the 1st and the 3rd Tuesday of every month, folks. We had the wonderful Wood Smith Jr. and Herbie Van Zanten last night for the 2nd edition of that. We're back at that on the 7th and the 15th. You'll have to watch out for follow me there on Facebook and Instagram at the RWR Room. You'll get notified of the next artist in line. But that's the 7th and the 15th at 8 p.m. And of course, this Sunday, I will be over at the Cafe Penguin in Ecklo, finishing off for this season anyway, my Sunday afternoon showcase, the RWR Room Sunday showcase, we call that. Jim Kane is going to be the featured artist. We have Camilo Donoso, we have Bits Torres, Radio Barbar, and Tristan the Pow all going to come in and perform songs for you. It's going to be a great afternoon. That's this Sunday at Cafe Penguin. I would love to see you there. Big news, of course, is that my dear friends at Kaiser Capo, all the way from Texas, made a wonderful custom RWR Room custom Kaiser Capo just in time for Christmas, as a give the gift of transposition this Christmas, if you like. I've got a load of other ones there in different colors as well, without the logo, so you can have a look at the social media there. If you'd like one, let me know. I have sent one off to Tasmania recently, and I believe there's one heading to Mandy in Michigan as well. Phil Hogg has one. There's a few people that has the RWR Room Kaiser Capo lifetime guarantee, all that good stuff. And a big thank you to Kaiser for always looking after me with merch and with capos and stuff. So anyway, thank you for that. I'm going to head into the show. Before I do, of course, I want to say hello to Phil Hogg. Amanda Lane is in the chat. Guitar Chris over in Germany. Hi, great to have you as always. Who else am I missing? Crab Donkey. Hi from Maryland, he says. Wow. Nice one, nice one too. And of course, Amanda is in Michigan, USA. Grey skies all around. Yeah, I suppose not much you can do about that this time of the year. And Jeff Hyatt is there. Rock on with Nancy Griffith Singer. There you go. He's a Nancy fan, as am I. Good to have you here, Jeff. Of course, Phil Hogg is here. He says he's looking forward to the Christmas special. Me too, Phil. Very much. It was lovely. If you missed Phil's live stream, wonderful concert he did of songs on the channel just last week. He was here singing songs, and he has a special song coming out as well on the channel. So keep a look out for that. Go back and have a look at that wonderful live stream he did if you get a chance, and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Fantastic artist. Here in the background doing admin. She's a hard-working woman over in Bortmeerbeek. Hiya, Katja van der Poorten. It's lovely to have you here with us. Nice one. Yes, Amanda, Phil is in the Christmas special too. Yay. Absolutely. He sure is. He sure is. The gift of transposition. She's laughing at that. I know. I made that up myself, Mandy. Nice one. Look at Marijke Jordens is our guest tonight. She's a fantastic Flemish artist, visual artist and singer-songwriter. Originally from the Ghent area, I believe, and moved out to County Clare. I'm going to read a little bit for you here. Marijke Jordens is a visual artist and singer-songwriter from Belgium, living in Ennis in County Clare. She says, I write and sing about my soul's journey, about healing and wonder, and about the guts it takes to be truly present on this beautiful earth. I love it. Marijke brings us on a journey through the stages of healing, spiritual awakening with her original songs, many of which have come through specifically in these times. Isn't that nice? So I'm going to play a song from Marijke now. It's called En Route, and it is in French, even though she writes in English and Flemish, I believe, but most of her songs are in English. This is a wonderful one. I played it on the Songwriter Show not too long ago, and of course, being backed up here by her mighty men, the Wayfarers, Simon Ratcliffe on guitar, Lawrence Ellis on the bass. They might be watching there in the background, I'm not sure. Drop in, say hello, boys, if you are. Don't be shy. But here is Marijke Jordens and the Wayfarers, and her first song tonight. And then we're coming back and we'll have a chat with the lady herself. Take it away, folks. Just checking, folks, is there audio on that clip, or am I dreaming? Just let me know in the chat, because otherwise I'm going to put it back in here and try it again. Did anybody hear audio on that, or am I losing it? Just let me know so I can reload that and see if it works. Let me know in the chat, please. Yes, audio and video both good. Okay, then we'll roll it.
a des gens qui s'envolent, mais où est-ce qu'ils s'en vont? Il y a des gens qui restent. Pourquoi pas? Il y a des gens qui pensent à tout ça. Il y a des gens qui aiment n'importe quoi. Moi, je suis en route dans ma vie. Je cherche des réponses, ma lutte contre le vide. Moi, je chante mes mots, ce que je veux dire. Je sais exprimer ma joie de vivre. Il y a des choses qu'on peut pas les expliquer. Il y a le temps perdu et le temps gagné. Il y a des mots qui tuent et des mots de santé. Il y a le vent qui veut nous diriger. Moi, je suis en route dans ma vie. Je cherche des réponses, ma lutte contre le vide. Moi, je chante mes mots, ce que je veux dire. Je sais exprimer ma joie de vivre. Ma joie de vivre. Ma joie de vivre. Ma joie de vivre. Ma joie, ma joie, ma joie de vivre. Ma joie, ma joie de vivre. I am Marijke, and these are...
Hello, Marijke. There she is.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Dahi.
Thank you for
Hi.
being here. I'm kind of looking at you and looking at stuff at the same time. Pardon me for that. It's great to have you. Five Leaves Creatives is wonderful there on that song. And I see that, Phil was loving the song there as well. Thanks for all the lovely comments coming in. Marijke and the Wayfarers. That's a great track, and the guys are great as well. Thanks for all, by the way. Thanks to the chatters for letting me know about the volume there. I'm using the new system here. The last time we tried this, Marijke, it didn't go too well for us.
No.
The system broke down. I broke down. We all broke down.
We were chatting here just perfectly up until when we had to start.
Just before. So touch wood.
Yes.
We'll be okay tonight using StreamYard tonight. Thank you, StreamYard, for stepping in there. The joie de vivre. I think you have a big joie de vivre yourself, have you? You seem to be. It's a long time since we met in person, Marijke, but it was probably in Ghent back in the day.
Yep.
Was it?
It was. And it was around this time when this song was written, actually. I wrote this with my first little handful of chords, not even a few strings I played a very simple version, but I wrote this song in French. I lived in Ghent and I spoke a lot of French and sang in French. It just happened like that. Because in Flanders, we speak a good bit of French. And we have a lot of French songs in our culture. And so it just happened like that this song came through in French for me. But it's only now, and I kept on singing it, but it's only recently that then, with the Wayfarers, like you said, they made such a good job. They
They
just kind of
did.
picked up the essence of the song. They could just feel how it's about being on your journey in life.
Mm.
And then they kind of, they wove their own music into that. The song really came to life. So we're having so much fun singing it together.
I know you've got a new album on the way. Is that going to be one on there, or are you going to keep it
Oh, yes.
all? You will.
Yes.
Great. That's kind of. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into it. But tell us a bit about the Wayfarers, Simon and Lawrence. Where'd you meet them, and
Yeah,
how did they come about?
we met each other here in Ennis in a jam.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
about, might have been a year and a half, no, it's going to be 2 years ago or something, like a bit
Yeah.
longer than 2 years ago. But it was just a jam, and they're very good musicians. They're so prolific on their instrument. Lawrence plays multiple instruments. Simon is a fantastic guitarist. So, and
Wow.
they're also both great vocalists. So when
Yes.
we rehearse, I keep on asking and encouraging them to just let it come out and sing more together.
Yeah.
So the songs are really benefiting from that as well. So anyway, yeah, we met in the jam, and then at one spot in time, I had a stage for myself in Mount Shannon in East Clare. I don't know if you know East Clare.
Not very well, but I know of Mount Shannon, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, there's this wonderful festival going on there in the summer. First bank holiday weekend of June.
Right.
First weekend of June, basically. Yeah, they have it every year, and it's a great festival.
Yes.
And I had a gig there for a few years, and it's a big stage. So that year I thought, why not ask some of the jammers if they wanted to kind of join me, and we'll just have 4 weeks to rehearse. So the two of them signed up. They said, yes, please. And also we had a drummer with us as well, Caroline. But then after the summer, it was just the three of us who decided to continue, and then we just haven't looked back.
Amazing.
So
That's
it was
great.
a chance start, but
Yeah.
it clicked. And
I was going to say, lovely when you click with musicians like that. It really is. It means so much, right? When you find the right people. Yeah.
It's great joy. It's like you say, you talk about my joie de vivre, but it's really actually singing brings me so much joy, and music. So
you can tell.
Yeah, I'm in the right place.
You are. Well, I can tell by the way you perform, and even watching you there in the green room as your own song was playing, you were into the music, like you were bopping along. I was watching you. I was spying on you backstage. So, which just goes to show exactly what you said. You have the joie de vivre. You love music. You always have. Of course, I know your brother. I worked with your brother, who's an amazing engineer, who's an amazing drummer in Cadrill, of course, and your sister is in DJ, and she's all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah. Was music a huge part of your upbringing?
In a way, it was quite. In a way, it was. Yeah, in the family party, my mother used to sing, and actually, as soon as I could walk, I was waltzing. So she used to do the things around the house with music playing in the background, classical music or Maria Callas, or this kind of Greek, from that time, what she really loved, lots of waltzes, and she taught us how to waltz. And we used to sing in harmonies doing the dishes.
Oh, gorgeous.
Just like, and then in the family parties, my mother and her sisters and her brother, all of them had fabulous voices, so they used to sing. But I didn't really start singing until I was about 16, 17. I was... and even writing songs came only when I lived in, and so I'm raised in the countryside in Nieuwenhoven, in Geraardsbergen. I don't know if you know that.
I do indeed. Well, the first place I ever played myself was actually Geraardsbergen, believe it or not. I don't know if I told you that before. Yeah, I was taken out there by a wonderful Flemish man and his girlfriend at the time, Max Egermont, and ended up playing in Onkerzele, of all places, in Geraardsbergen, and ended up, my first girlfriend was from Uphasselt, so I know the area pretty well. Back in '95, I started my journey out here. Marijke, yeah, it's the famous part of the world now for cycling and for Matt Tartan.
Yes. And apparently the original Monica piece is from there, but
so I heard. That's right. Brussels stole him, kidnapped him, and brought him up. Phil was just commenting there how he really enjoyed the world sounds of and languages in Ghent. Yeah, he was here recently from England, and he was taking it all in. He sure was. And hello, D. Michael as well from the Mojave Desert, southwest of US of A. Lots of Americans with us tonight, Marijke, which is great. D. Michael, a great supporter of the channel, and Crab Donkey there, and yeah, good to see you all. Absolutely. But before you even, we'll go back. So you were saying that the music was big in the house, and there's Ray as well. Sorry, I'm interrupting myself here, saying a lot of people are jumping into the chat. More great Americans in the chat. Hello, Raymond. Great to have you, sir. Welcome, and thanks for being here. But yeah, so like, I mean, the songs, the songs were a massive part of what you were doing, right? At home.
Dancing and singing, yes, and also always music on the. Yeah, it was a musical house.
It was a musical house, yeah, and but that's what. Do you remember some of the? Did you play any gigs before you went off on your travels or anything like that? That all happened on the road, or?
Oh well, no. I played with a few friends of mine when I was living in Ghent. So I started writing songs. Let's say I was 21, maybe. I don't really remember how old I was. Maybe 19. I remember what house it was in. Where I lived. But songs, they just started coming to me. I was kind of surprised myself. I didn't never think this. So one day I think my first song ever, I was really angry with somebody.
Yeah, I think we all write those songs first. Yes,
they come with really strong emotions, and then and I remember drying my hair, and I was going to go out, and I was upside down, drying my hair with a hairdryer, and the rhythm of that funneled the words. And my expression came out, and it was a song about, do you think you know me? That was in French as well. You know me, but you're not really seeing me. And so I got all my things out in that song, and I think that was my first song. Yeah,
they can be very therapeutic indeed. Songwriting
I wanted to say. So then a couple of songs came, and then I played with a band, and we named ourselves Brigitte.
Brigitte
Birdo.
Brigitte Birdo.
Yes, and there's actually Peter van den Broeke. I don't know if you know him, but he was.
I know that name from somewhere. How do I know Peter?
He's still a great musician. He's still playing in Ghent.
Oh yeah, I probably met him then on the scene.
There's a band called Umlaut.
Right.
I think he plays the standing bass. I don't know the name for that.
Ah, the contrabass, the bull fiddle, the contrabass, as we say here in Belgium, as we Belgians say. The contrabass. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that was with a few guys. We played a few gigs, but not that many, no. And then with Peter and Ine, I played in another band, but we didn't ever get to rehearse. The way we never got to perform really. Yes. Life happens, and then I left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did your first travels bring you? Because you left Ghent, but the Ennis story is much later. But you had a lot of traveling done then between Ennis and then, hadn't you?
Yeah. First, I just left for Brussels. So I went to go live in Brussels. And then, as it happened, I love India, and so I loved visit. I met my husband. I met Rory in India,
an Irishman of us,
an Irishman in the Himalayas. Yeah, we met each other there, and so we kind of met each other and never looked back. And after that, we visited India again a few times. And one of those journeys, we met some people, and I ended up working with them. And they were an Indian family who were involved in the preservation of the traditional arts. So the real beautiful handicrafts, not the handicrafts for the handicraft market, but the people who used to be patroned by the Rajas. And it was a lovely job. And I took the job, so it brought me to New York, and then I went to India. I lived there for a while, and I traveled all over India for sourcing and quality control for that family business.
Okay.
Then we went to Rory and I ended up living in London together for a bit, and we ended up getting married and then living in Malaysia. And then we thought we'd start making our way back, and then we ended up living in Turkey for a while, in Istanbul for 4 years.
Wow!
And then we came here.
Yeah, and was music a big part of that part of your life, or not really?
No, I actually like my songs. That's what I wrote on my website. My songs are about healing. Because I had such a journey, I've had to let go of a lot of things.
Sure.
Quite regularly in my life, I've had to be kind of willing to not have any expectations, to just let go. Things were kind of seemingly taken away from me. The way life went, things fell away, and like when I had some hopes for the music, for example, a few times it just kind of fell away. So I learned that can be a part of life. And So music wasn't really, and I didn't sing for a long time. Actually, I got something like a burnout. It was also the reason why I moved to Brussels.
Yes.
And I couldn't sing anymore. Every time I sang, I started crying.
It's mad. Yeah, it's such a powerful thing, isn't it?
There's so much emotion. Yes, so I just kind of rebuilt my life from the inside out, closer to myself. And there were some things I couldn't, continue doing. And so that was part of the journey. But then I discovered whenever I picked up a guitar and people asked me to sing, and in India as well, people were encouraging me so wonderfully and enthusiastically to keep on singing and sing again. So I ended up in Malaysia taking singing classes. And I picked that up again. So it had been a good few years. And so I took classical singing. Mr. Eddie Chin, I remember my Chinese teacher. And in Turkey as well, I took singing classes. So yeah, that's been a journey in that way. Yeah. But I didn't write hardly any song. Maybe once every 2 years I wrote a song.
But that's how I know. Since you live in Ireland, sorry?
Yeah, since I live in Ireland, the songs are just coming and something has woken up in me.
They're pouring out of Yeah, they are. We'll come back to that, but I want to ask you about the Beaches song. It's not the full song. We have most of it here. I edited it down a little bit. It looks like a lovely house concert or something. Was it? Where was that recorded?
That was in Flagmount. It's called Flagmount Wild Garden. It's not really a venue, but it is a venue. So it's somebody's garden, and there's Airbnb there as well. It's a wonderful place if you want to stay there. And there's a yoga room, and it's called the yoga room, but you can do anything there. So we did a concert, yeah. And the beach song is more like a meditation. And we just built it into a song because Lawrence and Simon were so excited about the song as well. And so we really built it into, but I guess we're going to play it differently every time.
I suppose one of those songs. There's a lovely violin piece in this near the end as well. Who's that?
That is Anya O'Regan. She said she'd come to the concert. She's seen me sing on a kirtan festival. Just in Whitegate, another lovely thing that's going on here in Clare, the kirtan music scene. And so she saw me there, and then she says, "I'll come to your concert." And I said, since you're there, bring your violin. You never know.
Yes.
You never know if you like it. You don't have to. There's no pressure. And so she did, and we that was wonderful to There was some space for that.
It looked like a lovely concert. What a fabulous life, says Phil Hogg, life story, sorry. And like you're only just beginning, Marijke. There you go. That's a beautiful comment from Phil from Newcastle. And my Auntie Olive is there. She says, "I'm so near to you, Marijke. Could be there in an hour." Be careful now. Auntie Olive is on the prowl. Lovely girl in music. Great chatter, like myself and I. She's I'll have the gift of the gab. I'll have to talk the ear off the hind leg of a donkey. But thanks, I love for the comments and for being here, and wonderful stuff. Just looking at the other comments there. Great guys, great guys and girls, beautiful. But look at the song number 2 from Marijke tonight, the Beaches song. When we come back, I'll ask you a little bit about the song itself, if that's okay. But it's a lovely performance. Let's give it a listen.
World I'm rooted in. Oh, this life, it starts within. Oh, my heart, oh, my heart. Oh, my soul, oh, this world I'm rooted in. Oh,
Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Did you seeing any of those lovely comments coming in from those lovely people out there in YouTube land, Marijke?
Thank you very much.
You seeing them coming in, feel the Celtic vibe, and gorgeous. This band blooms so open, so beautiful, instant zen feeling. There you go, Mr. Mojo, my good neighbor, always in with the nice comments. Thanks to Michael and Phil and everybody for those nice comments. We much appreciate it. And just to remind you, MarijkeJordens.com, folks, on the screen, and links to Marijke and all her artwork and everything underneath there for sure. But I was gonna ask you something before we went into the song. Do you remember what the question was? No.
About the song, you said.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you about. It's a very mantra-like song. I suppose, yeah, but you get into it. You all your songs are kind of mantra-like. They do sort of carry you away, me included. You know, when you listen to what you're doing. Does that come from the India part of your life? I know you're very, Qigong is a big part of your life, for example, and different meditations, yoga. You're into all that stuff, are you?
Yeah, I've never was good at yoga, so that's not something I do. But I love the idea of it. Yeah, and I teach Qigong, but that's also a recent thing. So I think I've always been quite spiritual. I'm a very open person in that way. Like I feel a lot of things. I know a lot of things that you can't know, or that other that are not really. Yeah. So I'm like that. I'm just born like that. And with the music, I feel the more true I am to myself, the more I pick up things and songs. They come from inside, and some of them just come and they're fully made, and I didn't feel that I wrote them.
Mm-hmm. So, I get that.
Yeah. So, and the beach song is slightly different in that way, where I walk the dogs here just around the corner. There's this beautiful wild space, and there's a bit of a forest.
Yeah.
So you can just wander around there. And I walked onto a tree, a huge beech tree, and I walk under some hawthorn bushes, and I come onto this beech tree, and it's like, it was like the world stopped for a bit, and there was this space, and I kind of started receiving this song. That's just how it went, and I could just hear it, and yeah.
So you very much channel your music. I was because that was one of the questions I always ask the songwriters, how, because we're all different in how we approach the songwriting process, Marijke, like for me, I used to have to take a lot of notes first and get the idea sorted, formed on paper before putting it to an instrument. I don't know if you're like that. Natural, pure, Marijke, you got it. Nice one, Mojo. It is, and Ray was saying beautiful there earlier on. I meant to say that. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you for all the comments. I mean, is it? Do you like to go around taking notes, or do you have to really be in the moment and go, oh, this is an idea for a song, and then you write something down, or do you grab an instrument, or do you have to? How does it go for you?
It's I have both going on. Yeah, like I have a few songs that I know that I wrote myself, like, Marijke, the persona that we have here, that I really wrote them. And some of them I worked quite hard on them. But then I have another couple of songs that I really know that I listened for them. And I had to completely surrender to the song, and the song was there, but I was just pulling it through and making myself empty so I could get the song. And some other songs, like there's one that we're going to play later in the session, that Give Yourself Time.
Give Yourself Time, yeah.
I wrote those words, all of those words. I wrote them down.
Come out first, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was going to be a song. So it's a bit, and then melodies come, only a few songs I wrote with the guitar, because I'm not really, I'm more of a vocalist.
Yeah,
I record my songs always when I have them.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's it. That's the process. I mean, so you go around, you hum stuff into a phone.
Yeah.
Maybe speak some words, sing some words into your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how they form.
That's how they form, and then they just come back anytime I maybe God knows what triggers them, and then the full song could just be back, and you have the next piece of it or something like that. Yeah. It's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Being creative.
It is, yes. And sometimes I don't know if you've done this, but do you go back ever over your older material and kind of rework anything, or do you feel once the song is out, it's out and done, and that's it for the space and time that it's in, or do you ever go back and rework anything, or have you done that?
I have finished things.
Yeah.
But rework in a way, like if you see what happened with En Route and with the Wayfarers, in a way, that's a rework, I would say. Because the way I used to play that song is I sing the same thing, but there's so much ambience now in that song. So I guess, no, I don't think I redo old songs. Once they're done, they're done.
You find that I'd leave them alone. Yeah.
I think that's curious. It then.
Some people, some songwriters are never really happy with what they put out anyway, and they keep going back and rework it. Not all the time, but there's certain, I've done it too, where I just kind of, even years later, even if after it's recorded, I know some of us will go back and go, I know some songwriters who will rewrite a whole verse or a new ending, like they're editing a book, Okay. So I'm just curious about that, if you've ever dabbled with that. But it's always been sort of guitar is your go-to instrument. Do you mess with piano or anything like that?
I am messing with the piano.
Mess with piano, yeah.
Yes, messing, exactly. I have a borrowed lovely keyboard here, and I do, but I haven't really sang with I can't sing it. I have this song that I half wrote and half the melody, just the refrain of what do you call it? The chorus.
The chorus, yeah.
And the chorus is, again, it came to me in the forest, and the words are "We are love," and it's so I ended up playing that on the piano and making a whole different thing out of it. It's so much fun, but I'm not a pianist. No.
Yeah, but it's still nice to have it there as an inspirational tool to get stuff out, isn't it?
Yeah,
I suppose. Yeah. I wish I could play piano. Yeah. It's a wonderful instrument. I had obviously I was saying I had Phil Hogg there here last week doing a full live stream, and wonderful piano player he is. as well. It's great to see. I got all these private concerts, and to see these masters at work is fantastic. But anyway, going back to County Clare, I have to say your County Clare accent has really come on a treat. You were a Gentonaire. Now we can hear the Clare accent. But so you met the Irishman and he dragged you. Was he from Clare himself? Is that why you ended up in Clare, or was it other reasons? If I'm not too nosy,
it's pure. I don't know what's the word. It's called serendipity, but pure
serendipitous.
luck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the way we ended up in Clare. So, but Rory's mother is from Clare. She's from Ina.
From the Hinge.
Ina.
Oh, from Ina.
Ina originally, yeah. But no, they're not from Clare, no. So we're lucky we landed here because the music is fantastic here.
I was going to say, sure, it's the music mecca, even let alone trad music. But the songwriter scene seems to be pretty strong as well in County Clare. I've played a lot of artists from Clare on the songwriter show.
Yeah, and yes, and I guess it attracts a certain type of person as well who loves to come here or come live here. There's a certain relaxedness about Clare,
and the scenery, of course.
It's just
amazing.
Yeah,
stunning. I have to say hello to Joni. Great to have you with us, Joni. Madison, Wisconsin is in the house. Hi, Joni. Great to have you here. And she says it was beautiful. She says it's great to see everyone. What a mantra! What a great mantra! She says we are love. There you go. Joni's tuned into that stuff as well, very much so.
Yeah,
it is a great mantra.
It is,
and it's true. We are love, and we need more of it.
Yeah.
But so County Clare is the mecca, really, for not only trad music, as I was saying, but for songwriters as well. Seemingly, there's a lot living over there, and I got to hear a lot of them and play a lot of them on the shows over the years. But but it's a great place. It must be very inspiring for you then to be there.
I think so. So. Yeah, I've really taken to it. I just landed here and felt at home quite
How
soon.
long?
5.5 years now.
5.5 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
2019.
My. Great. 5.5 years in County Clare. Could be a song in that. It's a long way from Clare to here. Oh no, that's been done already.
Yeah.
Clare to here. So the Belgian girl with the Irish man back in County Clare. And do you ever get the yearning like to go back out to Asia and India and all these places again to revisit that life, or is that behind you now?
There's the time for everything. It seems like when I was younger, I really wanted to travel. And I thought airports were like, so exciting and vibrant. And there was just something about that, a buzz that attracted me. And then I traveled, I did it, and I traveled a lot. And then it was time to settle. I could feel I was really longing for roots and a base and a home. I can be somewhere longer. And so we haven't really traveled much lately since we live here. Just coincidentally, things closed down then.
Of course, everything went under. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'd love to go back to India for sure and visit more places. But it's different now. I have a connection here.
Yeah, you feel more settled, I guess.
Yeah.
Same as myself in a way. Absolutely.
And there's so much to do. There's so much to do.
So much to do. Yeah, there is. There's a lot going on. I'm just laughing at Crab Donkey's comment there. A concertina, an instrument made for the blind. Very good. Yes. Did you try your hand at any of those trad instruments at all while you were there? Or is that something that interests you at all?
No,
like trad in a way, no?
Oh, I love trad. I love the sound of it. Love the sound of it. Like, I really love being in it. It brings you to another place, yeah.
Yeah, it does. There's a magic to trad music, indeed.
But I have an accordion here, not an accordion. What is it called? A diatonic accordion, we call it in Belgium.
Yeah, the button accordion, I suppose, what we call it here.
Yeah,
the button box.
I dip in that a little bit.
Do you? Good.
Songs. Yeah.
Yeah, you mightn't be allowed into the sessions with it.
No.
but good. Yeah, believe it or not, I even tried my hand at it as a kid as well, and this lad here. No, I won't.
Look at you.
Look at me. I won't do that. But I have a tin whistle here, but I rarely pick it up. But there is so much music in County Clare, which is amazing. And I did an interview here, of course, with the great Anne Ryn. I don't know if you met Anne Ryn out there on the scene. She would be the sister of Luca Bloom, Christy Moore. She's on the scene there, or was for a long time. Amazing woman. Started playing guitar at 68 years old, and then made at least 3 albums from then on. Her brother Lucas. She's a really inspiring woman. If you get to meet her in County Clare, please give her my regards.
Okay.
She really is top class. You'd love her. She has the joie de vivre, as you sang earlier. She sure does. I had a lot of questions here, but I won't get through them all. We talked about the songwriting process, but I want to ask you as well about this new album, of course, that's coming out. Did you have a name on it yet?
Since I live here, I've been writing songs, and not the first year, but after that it started, and they started coming around Samhain, which is Halloween.
Indeed.
Which is also the last song was a concert for Halloween. That's why I'm dressed like a wood fairy in the beaches song. But so I called them Songs for These Times.
Songs for These Times, and that's what the album's going to be called, yeah?
Because they come in such a bunch, and we brought some other songs from my older songs in there as well that we worked on with the Wayfarers.
Okay.
But so they're still called Songs for These Times because they have the theme of coming home to our souls, to ourselves, and I think that's quite important in this specific time in history where what we are living through.
Yes.
It seems to be the end of a lot of polarization and a waking up, or an invitation to kind of go within and balance things out, in our own life, or, not black and white, but, go within the space of
the gray areas in between. Yeah.
That's where the sparkle is. And we don't have to be pulled into this or that if we manage to not be pulled into that and stay in our own center. And I think most of my songs really are about that. And I've been learning about that. My mother died when I was quite young. So I learned about that. That's one of the big issues
that's or topics rather.
One of my big lessons in life that I've had to live with and learn to live. Yeah, keeping your center and being really who you really are.
That's it. And we were speaking earlier about both of our fathers passed away this year too, didn't they? Was it last year?
In November, my father passed away 5 years ago in November.
5 years ago in November, but I mean, it was around the same time. Yeah. Both November. Yeah. We had lots of chats about that on a deeper level behind the scenes, which we won't go into. But there's and speaking about your parents as well. Balance is the best. Yeah, Ray knows that too. We're saying balance is the best. Thank you, Ray.
So songs for these times. That's why.
Songs for these times. Yeah. And what these times? Yeah. What can we say about these times? Wow. Mr. Brilly says greetings from the Banner, County Marijke. Who's Mr. Billery?
Oh, this is my neighbour. Hi,
There's
Bill.
your neighbour. Hi, Bill.
Welcome in. Bill. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Billery. How are you, Bill? Lovely to have you here. Absolutely. Welcome. Will The Way of the Water will be on the album as well, will it?
The Way of the Water is. The beach song isn't, but The Way of the Water is. Yeah.
Beach song isn't. The Way of the Water is. Well, let's have a listen to it. It's another gorgeous one, The Way of the Water, and with the Wayfarers too, I believe, right?
Yes.
The boys. Yeah, the boys are back in action. We'll have a listen to this, and we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about the forthcoming album. Here it is, folks. Let's have a listen to this great track, The Way of the Water from Marijke Jordens.
Every drop of water can show us the way. Every drop of water can show us the way. The way of the water, surrender to it all. The way of the water, surrender to the flow. Glistening in the moonlight, precious in its way, nurturing our bodies, flowing all the way of the water, surrender to it all. The way of the water, surrender to the flow. Every drop of water can show us the way. Every drop of water can show us the way. The way of the water, surrender to it all. The way of the water, surrender to the flow. In the moonlight, precious in its way, nurturing our bodies, flowing all the way of the water, surrender to it all. The way of the water, surrender to the flow.
It's magical, isn't it? Come on.
Oh, that's a lovely take, actually.
Isn't it good with the wind as well in the background? It's very natural.
Yeah. The Wayfarers and the lads. Wow. As Phil was saying, the song flows and soothes. Beautiful again. Thank you, Phil. Thanks for all the comments that I put a few of them up on screen. And Joni, the brilliant Joni, saying reminds me of the quote by John. She means John Rode, Roede. She's correcting herself there. Look at that. But she says the quote is, "When I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, let me be water. Let me be water. Let me be water." Isn't that nice? A powerful song, just like water, says Olive. Auntie Ollie, thank you. Beautiful from Chris there. And lots of rounds of applause on that one there. Beautiful. Thanks, everybody. Thanks. I have a great bunch of people there on the live chat, as always. D. Michael, zo mooi, ben de echt een grote fan of your kunst. There you go, Marijke.
Thank you,
my boerman, Steven, the good mojo. Zo mooi, heel mooi. And he's a heel mooi man himself. Thank you, Mr. Mojo. Yeah, he knows his music, does that man. But that's beautiful. Is there going to be a very big production? And other Wayfarers are playing on it, and they're great musicians. What else? Who else, or what else is going to be on the album, Marijke?
It's the three of us.
Production-wise, yeah.
It's just the three of us. It's going to be a live recording. There's very small editing happened for some tiny mistakes. Martin O'Malley or O'Malley, I think.
O'Malley, yeah, probably O'Malley, yeah.
In Milltown, Malbay, he took care of us. He's fantastic. So we just had 2 days in the studio with him.
Wonderful.
And we ran through the songs. We were all in the same room. We just did it live. And I like acoustic music myself a lot. I like live music. I used to be in the folk scene in Belgium. I used to dance a lot, and it was always live instruments, live violins, live accordions, the luxury of it.
Yeah.
So I really didn't know how else to approach this. So for me, it's the live feeling of the music. So I'm really happy we were able to do that, and he was able to accommodate us for that. So it's just the three of us, yeah.
Great. It's going to be a very beautiful album. I'm looking forward to hearing it for sure. Yeah, you're excited about it too. You reckon March time it'll be ready for us?
Yes, no, definitely. Yeah, I just received the files this week.
Oh wow!
Yes. So
what's the next step now? Do you have to master it, or is that all done? It's just literally just. Are you going to bring it out on a physical thing, or is it going to be just digital? What's the story?
All of that will have to be done. Artwork, definitely there'll be some copies for people who want, the real thing, the CD. And yeah, it'll be available. I mean, I don't really know those things. That's the next step.
That's the tech stuff. Yeah, you have someone helping you with that. That'll be the technical stuff.
I'll figure it out. No, I think it'll be me, but I'll figure that out. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you will. Yeah. I don't know. By the way, I put Marijke's YouTube channel in the live chat, folks. Sorry to interrupt the conversation, but there's a great comment that came in there from Amanda Lynn talking about a thing called the Daily Antidote of Song. Somebody put the link in the live chat, and it might be something for you, Marijke. It's just literally a gathering. It happens every day. People drop into a Zoom chat and sing songs. I think mainly songs have written themselves, but I think it's a mix. So Amanda Lynn is involved with that, as is Phil Hogg. So good way to spread the community. I'm going to drop in one of these days as well. That's the bedooling, as the Flemish would say. Yeah. But if anyone has a link for it, throw it in the live chat, folks, and maybe I can even put it in the comment section or in the links below this chat, so people can find it. It sounds like a lovely thing, and D. Michael says yes, that would be awesome. So there you go. You'll be welcomed to the Daily Antidote of Song on YouTube. Yeah. So I just wanted to mention that. Phil was speaking about it when he was here. Sounds like a great thing.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great thing. So the three of you on the album, and just a little intimate recording. I'm glad you have it all done. A few edits, as you said. Editing, did you put stuff on top of what you did, or did you just kind of chop stuff out?
Well, there was a note here or there. I remember the song we're going to play at the end now. The last, one note at the very end of the song, the last note, I sang off, and the whole song was just fantastic.
I know, built up.
So he was able to I shouldn't say this. Come on, this is live.
I know, we all do it. We all do it. Don't worry about it. It's a natural part of recording. We have to fix stuff. Yeah.
those kind of little things, he was able to kind of a tiny bit of a rhythm, whatever. He just kind of helped us out with that. And then Simon, a few songs, Simon played an extra track. So where he feels like, with the one guitar and only his two hands, he
Yeah.
feels like he wants to do more. So he layered himself then.
Okay.
He had
Yeah. Well, of
inspiration
course.
from,
Good idea. Yeah. Absolutely.
he did that. And then we have also vocals going on, the three of us. And I think we started working a few weeks ago on the next album, actually, because we're just,
Great. You're on a roll.
I just have so many songs coming through, and all of these are, it takes ages to work with a team like this to get the sound going.
Yeah.
So we've been crunching on these songs.
Sure. And the thing about the recording process is that it's tedious. It's hard. People don't realize how difficult it is to record, even live.
It was the rehearsing for us. We were just working on it for a year and a half, I think. So we were well rehearsed when we entered the studio, and then we were doing it in 2 days. Yeah. But
so you put everything, sort of the bones of it was done in 2 days. That was good. That was good going.
What I don't know what Martin did. Maybe he might have worked harder.
Yeah, he probably did. Probably background stuff went on, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But and how many tracks in total?
13 songs, I think.
Wow, it's big. It's a big one. Great though.
I think 13.
So 12 or 13 or 14, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That's fantastic. No, it's big news. And March, you reckon March 25 will be?
We're bringing it out for my birthday. And
great.
That's why I chose March. It's 3/3, March 3rd.
March 3.
And it just happens to be the birthday of Lawrence as well, the bass player. So we didn't know that. We were in the same band for a while until we realized we were the same birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's something in that.
There's something
in that.
Yeah.
There is.
And then there's three of us. So yeah, 3/3. It became a theme.
3/3. Yeah, March 3. Well, that's good. Yeah, I think that there's a good time to bring things out. Yeah, what's Crab Donkey saying there? A pandemic changed a lot. Recording each instrument in people's homes, and yeah, a lot of recordings, of course, were done. Remotely is the word I'm looking for during that time, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What an auspicious date, says Phil. For sure. There is a link there now about the Daily Antidote song, All Welcome, and there's the link to it. So it's in the live chat now, and I'll put that in the info section below if anyone wants to check it out later. It sounds like a great thing. We'll check out when it happens. I think every day apparently, but maybe someday that Phil is there, and maybe D. Michael and stuff. We'll all drop in, and I'll let you know about America. Maybe you want to join us. Yeah. The Daily Antidote. Thank you for letting us know about that. Look, I'm not going to keep it too much longer. I just wanted to I want to talk a little bit about this last song we're going to play. I know it's from the album, and I'm very much looking forward to the album. Give yourself time. Tell us a little bit about that song.
So this is the song that I wrote. It's not really a poem even. I just kind of wrote. I just wrote. It's also, again, it was a message, I think, from myself to myself, and to give myself time. Like, this was when I arrived in Ireland, I guess a year later. My father had died. We were in the middle of the pandemic, or middle of the lockdown anyway. And, and the things shut down. Like, so you don't really know where you're going. I had so many projects in my mind when I moved to Ireland, and then when you're here then, and it shuts down again. So you have to accept that then. And I guess that song was part of that. Myself telling me.
Note to self. Give yourself time, Marijke.
Give yourself time, and what really is important. So you'll hear it in the song, and I put subtitles on the thing just for people who are interested in lyrics. So
but yeah, sorry.
No, go on. Sorry.
I was just going to say that the sound of this as well is the recorded version you were saying. This is how it's going to sound on the album, pretty much, is it?
This is the one from the album. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing.
All the rest is done with a kind of a selfie stick and a phone. The other ones that you were listening to earlier, but this one is
So the earlier ones were just I know, phone recordings indeed. Yeah. While you're gearing up for the studio sound, indeed, and it's very exciting to hear the studio version of this song as well. And I
filmed this in Whitegate in the Lake Lough, and I had an old recording of myself singing that song with the lake So it's a very simple video again.
It is video-wise. It's just a lake view, but it's gorgeous. It's more about the audio, of course. But what a view it is! Would you say it was Loch Derg?
It's Loch Derg in Whitegate, yeah, at East Clare again, yeah.
In East Clare, fantastic. Well, look, I'm going to play out with this. I'm going to let you go and say goodbye to you and say thanks very, very much for your time and your talent. I'm delighted we got it done. It was so disappointing that a couple of weeks ago we tried and my software failed, like literally seconds before we went live as well. I'm actually glad it went out. I'm glad it went before we chatted instead of in the middle of it though. But we got through tonight. What's the name of your dogs?
Roxy and Teddy.
Roxy and Teddy.
Yeah.
I had to ask. I forgot. Just randomly jumped into my head there because they were in the sound check earlier on today.
They were lying there. Yeah.
You go and walk in them now. I suppose you have to.
Yeah. No. Well, I think Rory just came back home with them there. Yeah,
they were out. They were out.
They were out. They're spoiled rotten. They're well.
They're spoiled rotten. I know. Can imagine. Marijke, I'm looking forward. Hopefully we'll meet up in Belgium when you're over in the new year.
Yeah,
it'd be lovely if we can meet up for a coffee or whatever and a chin wag. I'm going to play out with this song, and then I'm going to come back, folks, and say goodnight to you properly myself. Marijke Jordens, mind yourself. Have a very happy Christmas and New Year, and I look forward to seeing you in person after all these years in Belgium as soon as you come back over.
Yes. Thank you. Everybody, bye.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And thank you so much for the great songs and your great music. Keep writing the songs and keep doing what you do. Very much appreciate you being here, Marijke. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to play this song, folks, and I'll be back with a bit of chat after this. See you, Marijke. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Give yourself time. You're not a machine. We're not what we've been told. No, we're not merely flesh and bones. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. You're not a machine. We're not what we've been told. No, we're not merely flesh and bones. We're sparkles of light, living in a dense reality. And whoever is able to see this holds the secret, holds the key. So give yourself time. Time really is an illusion. It works inside out. No wonder the confusion. Give yourself time. 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 You're not a machine. We're not what we've been told. No, we're not merely flesh and bones. We're sparkles of light, living in a dense reality. And whoever is able to see this holds the secret, holds the key. So give yourself time. Sometimes it's easy to see that we belong here, just like the birds and the trees. They are perfect as they are. They have the faith they need to grow into themselves. don't I grow from seed? Give yourself time. 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 You're not a machine. We're not what we've been told. No, we're not merely flesh and bones. We're sparkles of light, living in a dense reality. And whoever is able to see this holds the secret, holds the key. So give yourself time. Time really is an illusion. It works inside out. No wonder the confusion. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. Give yourself time.
Songs for These Times will be out in March from Marijke Jordens and the Wayfarers, and it's going to be lovely. And thank you very, very much to Marijke, special guest tonight on Raving with Rua, episode number 109. This will be all the live chat will be back here if you're watching the replay, folks. Lovely that you're here as well. Thank you for all the new subscribers. We're almost at 3,000. Thank you all very, very much, and for all the thumbs up, and for all the lovely comments, all the live chatters that came in there tonight to talk to us and to talk to each other and to say nice things to each other and to me and to Marijke. And thank you, and we very much appreciate it. RWR stands for Raving with Rua. Crab Donkey. I was just don't want to be typing. It's too much to be typing. RWR, Raving with Rua. Dahi Rua is my name, and I rave with people. A bit of blah blah, and I'm raving, stone raving mad. So RWR means Raving with Rua. Just to answer your question. There you go. Now you know. A really special episode tonight. Thank you, Phil, very much. Looking forward to bringing out your video on the channel. Video every Wednesday and Sunday, folks. By the way, a wonderful song went up on the channel today. Check it out, and we have another great one coming for you on Sunday. That's the plan at the moment. And Johnny's agreeing with you there. Indeed, rave on, says Crab Donkey. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. Monday night, big special Christmas show, folks. I put up the Christmas decorations of the place looking lovely. Look at them. Can't really see them in the light there, but they're up. Look at that. Guitar and everything covered. So Monday night, 8 o'clock, join us for wonderful Christmas songs written by wonderful singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. And we'll have the Christmas special, and then I'll be back every Monday with the Songwriter Show sometime in January. I'm not sure yet when. Whenever I get the show made. Thank you very, very much once again to all the live chatters. Thanks to my channel members who keep me going here. Much appreciated. And there's another Clog 87 says wonderful Marijke. There you go. She is wonderful. Her songs are wonderful, and you're wonderful for being here. I will see you all on Monday night, folks. That is the bedoeling, as the Flemish would say. See you Monday. Nice sparkly guitar. Thanks, Manda. Your Ruhr Room Capo will be winging its way to you in the US of A soon as well. So, and thank you for buying one. Take care of yourselves, folks. I will see you all on Monday, all going to plan. Thanks once again to Marijke Jordens. Go and check out her links below. She has wonderful art as well, not just songs. Go and check it all out. I'll see you down the road, folks. Have a good night. See you Monday. Bye.